Okay, well, I'm Tony.
And I'm Chantel.
And we're the Tonyandtelshow Show.
And we want to welcome you to our show.
Well, thank you for having me, guys. I'm Tommy Chun up in this bed. And, y'all know me from Def Comedy Jam, and I was on Master P. I got to hook up. I was in Foolish. I did a movie recently with Ving Rhames called Chained Animal with Nipsey Hussle. I got shot in the head and put in the trunk, and they had to put my fat butt in the trunk because I couldn't get in myself. And
But you were full, right?
Kel Mitchell and Cedric called Dance Fool. I played a gay barber in that real quick. I was acting.
All right.
And so as of recently, my last TV appearance, I was on a show called Stand Up Revolution on Comedy Central. It was a Latino comedy show with the big fat Mexican Gabriel Iglesias.
Okay, yeah, I know Gabriel, yeah.
Fluffy. He get mad at me if I call him fat, so I gotta say Fluffy. So y'all know I was the only black dude the whole first season. It was like a Mexican comedy jam. But, so now, I'm doing my thing. I live down here in San Diego with my lady. She worked with Jenny Craig, and she gaining weight. So she an oxymoron. I was like, how your fat ass keep a job? Then I found out Nestle owned Jenny Craig, so. But, she don't never shut up, boy. Her mouth, she need is a beat, and she'd be 50 Cent.
Lord.
Yeah, she'd be 50 Cent, because she got to get the last word. You know what I'm saying?
Now, she ain't been shot 9 times now. She said she 50 Cent.
She been what?
You say she 50 Cent. She ain't been shot 9 times, did she?
She ain't been, with a burrito. She got shot with a, they shot her with a food gun in the mouth.
Oh, Lord.
But, she doing good now. She going to the gym. But I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I came up in Detroit, did years of comedy in Detroit. I did like 10 years of comedy in Detroit or more. And then I moved to L.A. right after the earthquake in like 95.
Wow.
And so I've worked with everybody from Bernie Mac, Chris Tucker, Ricky Harris, Cedric the Entertainer. I mean, I could go on and on. Kevin Hart used to open for me, so that's how messed up my career is.
Wow. Okay.
Maybe Cat Williams, but I ain't had the right team around me. I had some old straight ass Negroes, and they didn't get right. Instead of being with me, they got jealous of me, and I told them, I got you.
Yeah.
Things happen. And then I got ill. I was kind of sick for a while.
Okay.
And I got over that. And then, I was just so sexy that the bitches was just on me. I had to hide. Holla at your boy. So, I'm going up to L.A. I live about an hour and a half from L.A. I live in California, but I live down towards San Diego. I live in Oceanside. And I'm going up to L.A. this weekend. I'm doing the Shack Tour showcase. I'm like, they're going to make me audition for the Shack Tour. I should have been on the Shack Tour. But,
Okay.
So I'm auditioning for that. And I got another guy, Russell Simmons, has a Def Comedy Jam bio series where they interview all the old comedians, just like y'all doing. It's kind of ironic because they called me today. I'm like, I'm already Skyping with the Tonyandtelshow. Y'all. I mean, so because of the people like y'all, they reaching back for me.
Okay,
There's that. I'm doing that. And I got a movie I'm writing right now that we're going to shoot in Detroit pretty soon. It's about a comedy club in Detroit I came up doing. Well, it was a white club that became black because black comedy just took over.
Yeah. Right.
It was called B's Comedy Kitchen. And the janitor and the cook was the same nigga. He had a spigot in one hand and a spatula in the other hand.
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, go ahead.
I said we're going to fire off a couple questions for you.
Okay.
So where you want to start?
Well, I first want to ask you, how did you get started in comedy?
My mama crazy, and she don't never stop talking, and I had to dodge her and try to be happy. No, it just growing up in Detroit, it was kind of rough. There was racism, poverty, and black on black crime like you can't believe. And so you
Yeah.
try to find slivers of joy and happiness and stuff. So I would always make people laugh. I'd always make everybody laugh. I would always do impersonations of people, you know. Like I did impersonation of y'all too on the Tonyandtelshow. This be my impersonation of y'all. Cause y'all be smiling and then stop y'all ask a question. Then smile and ask a question. Okay. So but yeah, so I just started going to open mic night comedy clubs around Detroit. And I started just getting on for free, just testing my ability.
Okay.
And then pretty soon I started figuring it out. Because I was always naturally funny, at least fun to watch and silly. And I was always animated, made faces and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, eventually my friends were like, dude, you need to be a comedian. You need to do this. I wanted to be an actor, actually. That was my plan, to be an actor. But I did comedy so I could get my name out so I can go back and act. Sort of like Jamie Foxx's music is. Like Jamie Foxx to go back into his music. I really was a serious actor. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so,
well, you sound like me, cause see, I want to be an actor too, but you know, I'm kind of like the comedian in my family. People always tell me I should be a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look funny.
Yeah. Yeah, you joke. Well, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you got that little accent, the way you talk. It's kind of funny. You could be like Benji Brown.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's kind of how it started. It started with me just trying to make a better situation and a better quality of life and relieve some of this negative stress and energy that was going on. You know, plus my mom is, you know, she crazy as hell. And I love her. She's wonderful, but she is negative and she never stops talking. And, yeah, my mother's psychiatrist killed himself in a session with her. He didn't even blow his head off. He jumped out the window like, hell no. Ah! Yeah. And she shrunk. Huh?
I say, have you ever said a joke about her that she got pissed off about or any family members? And it was like,
oh yeah. They turned on me. They got mad at me for true stuff too. You know, they'll just treat your ass, but if you get on TV and talk about them, they act like you did something to them. It's like he's stealing your candy, and then you get some dudes to come back and beat him up, and now he act like he ain't do nothing. They never thought I was gonna be on TV, and they didn't think I was gonna remember, nigga. So she gets mad. You know, I talk about her house is junky. It's stuff stacked up everywhere. My mama's a hoarder. If you go to my mama's house, it looked like she about to move, but she ain't going nowhere. Yeah, it's trails and stuff. You know what I mean? If something catch on fire, it's over. If the fire department come in her house, she gonna get a citation. Yeah, so it's like there's that. I talked about her. I talked about my auntie being fat, having fat thighs, and having to walk around herself.
Yeah.
And she hated me for that. She's still mad at me. My uncles, all them. I said the truth will set you free. They said, of your family. So
they get mad when you tell the truth.
Mad at me. But it was funny though. It's funny.
It sure was.
Yeah. And so they got mad. My brother, he got mad at me because he was struggled with crack for years. You know, in Detroit, you know, crack was like water at one in the 80s. You know, crack is like it was like syrup down south. You know.
Yeah.
So you know. So I said a joke about him. I said he was hooked on Alawak, alcohol, weed, and crack. And he got mad at me for that. And I was like, nigga, I could have said it worse. But, you know, my life was rough growing up. I took lemons and took comedy and made it into lemonade.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. And when I moved to L.A., you know, I have old school, you know, morals and stuff. I mean, I grew up in Detroit. It's rough, but, you know, I dated girls. I had girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? L.A., they gay. I don't do that. And niggas think I'm cute. So, you know, a lot of dudes thought I was cute in L.A. I'm looking at women. They looking at me. I'm like, y'all crazy. So, you know, and so, you know, you don't think that's real. You think people just be saying that because they jealous, but they kind of gay. It's a lot of gay. It's a lot of homosexuality, and they want you to do it or to be in the group. And I'm like, you know, I'm short, fat, black, and heterosexual, and I tell the truth. So I didn't mix that.
Yeah.
I'm funny as hell, and I'm still blowing up stages. I still all the time. I want to get into some more acting, and now time has passed, and I don't think I'm gonna have to jump through those kind of hoops anymore. I think they look for me now because time has passed. And new comedians, they ain't as good as us. They copying what we did.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got comics like me that's getting older. I mean, Earthquake, he's 50 something. You know, Shang is getting older. Bernie Mac died. There's another comedian I know that died. Another comedian in Detroit. He got so stressed out he killed himself. He was dating this fat white chick, and it was rough. He killed himself. I was like, wow, But he had diabetes, and he probably didn't have a lot of money. He was in a wheelchair, and he probably just, I don't know. I heard about it, and I've known him for years, so it happens. There's comedians that actually commit suicide. It's kind of like a manic depressive business, because the kind of people who become comedians that get up in front of people their whole life and put themselves out there, something happened to us. Something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened. And
escape.
They grew up with some sort of something going on, and they had to channel it, which is a healthy channel. But most rich people who grow up in a nice neighborhood that go to college that don't have many problems and their family is healthy, they don't usually become comedians. It happens, but they just do it because they want to be in and be down and be funny. But usually the person with the harder life is the funnier one.
Yeah. That's the same way with acting. Usually the ones that had the harder life, they are the better actors sometimes.
Yes, they can bring that. They can bring the realness.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get those actors like that. And so I did another movie where I played Ice Cube in the movie. It was a spoof. It was called Holly Won't. And it's about this guy trying to date this chick, but they go into all these movies, these black movies. They spoof all these black movies. They did American Gangster. They did a bunch of them, and I did Ice Cube in Triple X. I was doing Ice Cube in Triple X. I had the afro and the beard and everything. I had an AK. Me and the lynch mob about to do the damn thing. How come Ice Cube be the same dude in every movie?
Every movie, yep.
He be in the jungle. You mean they got snakes this big? That's an Amazon. Hey, J-Lo, he about to bite your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
He the same person in every movie.
Yeah.
We did Friday, then I did another Friday, then I did a Sunday. I might do the weekend.
Oh, Lord. But you got to remember, Ice Cube came from NWA, though.
Yeah, niggas with an attitude. What if Ice Cube was a gynecologist, lady, and he still talked like that? He was like, yeah, Miss Jenkins, come on in. Gonna sit up on the thing. All right, then I'm going to need you to scoot down. Yay. Look like you got a smear.
Oh,
you be looking for the problem? Then he find it. Ta-da. I see what's wrong with you.
Oh,
I know I went over the top on that one, but y'all had to edit that part.
Now listen, you say you're going on the thing with Shaq?
Well, you know how Shaq has the All-Star Shaq tour? Like Kevin Hart was on there, D-Ray was on there.
Right.
Well, they got auditions for it, And I know Shaq from before. I just haven't talked to him in years.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, all the top people know who I am. It's just the niggas in between be blocking. So I'm going to go to L.A. Wednesday, and the dude set up the showcase for me. But my boy, the lady who runs Shaq's company, the executive CEO of Shaq's company, went to high school with my boy. So the club want me to come up there and do this contest because they have the Shaq showcase, and the club makes money because they keep having people come back and do the contest till the end where Shaq comes. Well, I don't want to do all of that. So I called my boy. He called the CEO who he went to high school with, and she coming Wednesday to see me my first day. So I ain't trying to do the whole thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, because I put a dent in everything. Like I did this for years, and then I dipped out the last 5 years. But I hit them so hard, people still remember me.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Now
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you know the comedian Leslie Jones.
I know Leslie Jones. I just saw Leslie last week up in LA. We had fell out for
Okay.
a while. We used to be real good friends, and then we had fell out. And so basically, I went and squashed it and
Okay.
Oh, okay.
gave her some work and gave her a couple names of some clubs. Because we getting older. I mean,
Yeah.
Negroes are so dumb. They'll die mad at each other. You can't,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It's in family.
I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know if she
Yeah.
gonna be here tomorrow. She might get hit by a
Okay.
bus or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So I might have a heart attack. Who knows? But anyway, I saw Leslie just recently, and I gave her some names of some promoters in San Diego, just trying to move forward. Because comedians sometimes, we're human. We have differences.
Yeah.
We all know each other. I know DL personally. I know name a comic. Corey
Yeah.
Holcomb. I mean, name them. I know them. I met them.
Yeah.
We work together. At some point, if they're old school and they're a headliner and they're a major act, I know Mark Curry, Teddy Carpenter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who else? Name them. I know Chris Spencer.
Yeah.
I know Alex Thomas. I know Chris Tucker. I know Faison
Yeah.
Fat Ass. I know him.
Big Ron.
I know him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I saw Leslie at the Comedy Store in Hollywood. It was her birthday. I saw her like a couple months ago, and then we just saw her recently, and she didn't even know who I was. So, but you can't hold on to that stuff because it eats you up.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. At some point, we all go from being friends to being in competition with each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes the people in the middle will push you against each other and stuff. And
People like Biggie and Tupac. That's what happened to Biggie and Tupac.
Right.
Same
Yep.
people get off on the rivalry, and
Yep.
it don't affect them. They're just being, because their lives are empty, they boring, and they want something exciting at your expense.
Exactly.
So
Right,
that
right.
happens a lot, especially in Detroit, where I'm from, man. They so negative in Detroit, they'll hate on you for anything. Niggas hate on me for taking a deep breath. I went, they said, fuck that nigga. I hope his chest busts.
What were some of your childhood influences? Like when you was growing up, what comics did you watch and was like, oh man, look at yeah.
You know who I like? It's going to sound like some unusual, crazy stuff, but I remember as a kid, I watched The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon. It was probably before y'all's time, but they had like all the comedians would come on there. And I would watch that show just to see the stand-up. I love stand-up comedy since I was a kid because my family was so negative and depressing. My mama was always whining and crying about something. So, like, that was my release. I watched The Tonight Show. Like, I closed the door. She busts in. What you looking at? Laughter, not sad.
That's what my mom did.
That's everybody's mama.
She'll bust in. Anytime I be in there naked, she busts in. Mom, she like, I made you. I seen everything you got. I'm like, not since it got this size. So... But what influenced me? I used to love to watch all the comedians on Tonight Show. I was influenced, of course, by Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy was real good to me back then. He was hot when he came out. And I really liked Jack Nicholson, the actor, the old actor Jack Nicholson. When he was younger, he could have been a stand-up. He was funny as hell. If you remember Jack Nicholson, I'm trying to be a jam.
Yeah.
I could see him on stage doing that, telling jokes. Like, he used to make me laugh in all those movies. So Jack Nicholson. And then, my dad was pretty funny.
Okay.
But he had more of a dry sense of humor. My mother was all over the place. Like, now she was funny. We used to laugh at her, though. I didn't laugh at her jokes. We laughed at stuff she did. Like my mama one time, she called herself, it's Christmas, and she gonna get a come up. So she went to Kmart, and these dudes was in the van, like, hey, we got these TVs. And she was like, we was like, no, Mom, come on, forget them. She was like, no, we're gonna save some money. So she go over there, they show her the TV, and then they say, go around back, and they put the box in her car. We drive home. They sold her a box of bricks. It was cinder bricks.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, my mama know everything. You can't tell her nothing.
Yeah, that's how my mommy is, too.
You be trying to tell her, dumbass, and then when she mess up, she go, how come you didn't tell me? I did tell you. But you smarter than the average bear, remember?
Yeah, she know it all.
All and got a box of bricks.
Mm.
So, so I came from a divorced family. My mom and dad were divorced, and my dad, they got a divorce, and then my dad came back and married my mama again. So they've been divorced and married twice.
Wow.
And she still couldn't shut up, so he left again.
Damn.
Yeah. And so then she started dating his friends and all kind of stuff. I'm telling y'all too much, but this is what happened to me. I'm trying to tell people. They go, "What happened to you?" I said, "My family happened to me. People happened to me." Then I had a daughter, right? And my mama's, she's Armenian. So I was Ray J 20 years ago. I didn't make a sex tape because I loved her. Yeah, I was Kanye East, nigga.
Woo.
Yeah, so my daughter Afro-Armenian. She Armenian. Instead of white lover, her mama had black lover. Ah! I couldn't talk about that on TV back then because black people wasn't ready for that, and black women would have hated on me. So I couldn't say I got an Armenian baby mama. They'd have shot me right there.
Yeah.
But now, since the Kardashians came out, because she got popular because Ray J had sex with her. They not a trip.
Right.
Yep.
I told my baby mama we should have videotaped that shit. We have millions, nigga.
Yep.
Oh no. Now I read the story on your last name. Can you explain to people, for people who don't know, how you got your last name?
Well, see, what it was my grandmama. She wasn't a hoochie. She was a hoochie. Dudes kept marrying her. No, my dad got adopted. My grandmama, my paternal grandfather, he impregnated my grandmama, and he went to the army. She remarried the butcher at the grocery store in Detroit on Hastings Street, and he was the butcher, and his name was Alex Chun. And he always liked my grandmama. My grandmama was Lena Horne fine. She was Dorothy Day. Let me tell you how fine she is. He married her while she was pregnant with another dude's baby. That's how fine she was. So Chun married her and adopted my father, and that's why my name is Chun.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then he had another daughter. He had his own daughter with my grandmother, my father's sister, and all her kids are they come from Chun. I got the name because my daddy's a male, and Chun adopted him. But my name would be Lake. My name would be Thomas Lake if Chun had not have adopted my dad. So, I'm black as hell. But listen, there's Chuns, all black Chuns that look just like us all over America. And I didn't know that until I got on TV and they invented, Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
Between MySpace and Facebook, it's Chuns in Arkansas, it's Chuns down in Atlanta, it's Chuns here in California. It's black Chuns with Chunn, Chun. But like before I knew all of that, I thought we were the only Chuns in Detroit. We're the only black Chuns in Detroit. But there's Chuns all over, and they black. So I used to feel like, we had shrimp fried collard greens. I thought we had sweet and sour neck bones. We had orange chitlins. Yeah, I mean, I say my sister, some young ho. Some young ho Chun. I said, it's kind of cool being black and having an Asian name because when I call the bank for a loan, I can get it. Till I show up in the interest. Show up.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so my name comes from that. My grandmama, she was doing it like women do it now. Back then.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was with like 3 different dudes. That's why my name is Thomas Jarrell Chun. Those are 3 different dudes my grandmama was with.
Oh, Lord.
All 3 dicks.
Don't laugh. Because my last name is Thomas.
Your last name is Thomas?
Thomas.
Yeah, that's crazy. So if you married me, you'd be Thomas Chun too. No.
Yeah.
What's up, Thomas? Who the hell? I can just have you tell my jokes and go do my shows, and I can rest. All you gotta do is shave all your hair off bald, and you go brrr, and you can do it.
I wonder, how do you handle hecklers? Like when you do your stand-up?
How would I bag on you?
So I said, how would you handle? I said, how do you handle hecklers? Like, you know how there's some people come in and try to be funny to mess up your set or get you to shine on them to get a little spotlight or something.
Oh, I tear their ass up. One dude started yelling. I said, yeah, if your thing was as big as your mom, you'd have a date tonight. I said, I tear their ass up. He talking about, you got some new jokes? I said, nigga, you got some new clothes? You was wearing the same thing, nigga, the last time I saw you. I'm going to tell the same jokes. I said, yeah, I be begging. You know, like if I saw you in the crowd, I'd be like, she got some big old earrings on. She got them liquor store earrings. That's liquor store true. She got a pack of Cools, a lottery ticket, and them earrings. She probably getting HBO, Netflix, and Showtime with them on. She can see the fight right now. She don't need a TV. That's probably what I would say, but I'm not saying that. I would have said that.
Yeah, you're giving an example of how you're letting people know.
Of that. Yeah. She looked unbelievable. Where'd she get that hair? You know, that's just an example. Like him, he got on summer wear. Some of this, some of that. Yeah, he got on Katrina relief clothes. He bought that shit wet and drained it out. Like that's how I would bag on y'all. If I was gonna do that, I would do that. But you know, I don't want to condescend to y'all. That means to talk down to.
Right.
Yeah.
Just did it. Okay. So I be like, yeah, look at him. Look at him. I said his son gonna give him clothes. He gonna get hand me ups. We're gonna rock that hoodie, Dad. We the same size. Yeah. If I was gonna do this to you, this is what I would do. I'd be like, look, like a 72 draft pick. Look, his jersey don't even fit no more. See, this is what I would say if I was gonna do that, but I ain't doing that really. So where y'all from?
Huh?
Where y'all from?
We from Miami.
I'm sorry?
Dade County. Miami-Dade County.
I heard you. I'm sorry.
Oh.
See, if I was going to do that, that's what I would do.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, so that's how I handle hecklers. I tear hecklers up. You know, I get all kind of hecklers. But that's me being nice. I got other stuff, too, that's a little harder. But I don't want to scare your fans.
Yeah.
Your viewers. I might have already done that, though.
Oh, they're probably going to love it. It's just you, so they're going to love it.
With a lot of comics. Like Faison, Big Worm used to live with me in Detroit. He used to eat up all the groceries and use up all the toilet paper. If he ran out of toilet paper, he wouldn't get no more. He'd just wipe his ass with my washcloths. That's why we ain't friends.
You supposed to be professional.
I'm being professional. I'm telling you what it is. I gotta have an interview and be funny. It's just I say real stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about my partner. We died laugh. We supposed to be professional. We understand you gonna give it to us.
I make professionals laugh.
Exactly, but you know that's good though.
Talking like Cat Williams. You know how Cat be talking? I would make niggas laugh if I was Cat Williams. Tommy Chun, nigga, you a new face again. I'm fucking with fat niggas now, Tommy. I want you in the movie, fat nigga.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yeah, but when you first started comedy, did you think of doing something else?
Yeah, I wanted early in life, you know, before I even wanted to be an actor, I wanted to be an electrical engineer. That was, I know, that's like way away from it, but. And then when I was a kid, my mama had me in plays and stuff growing up, so I started doing that real young, but I didn't think of being it for the rest of my life or whatever. And so then I got to a point where I wanted to do cinematography. I wanted to, you know, be a director, you know, like Steven Spielberg or whatever, like John Singleton. That's what I wanted to do. I actually wanted to do special effects. I was, you know, I was going to take more science classes and like building models and stuff like that because I was really into that because Steven Spielberg back then was hot and they had like E.T. and all those movies and science fiction movies and I really got into that and I really liked the monsters they were creating and all that. But, you know, you got to have a lot of schooling. People don't realize, you know, science, you got to have engineering, you know, electrical, You know, I know how to do makeup. It's a lot to doing that. But at the time, all I knew was that was what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so that was the other field that I would have gone in. And then after I started doing comedy and acting and moved to LA, I started doing a lot of writing. I started doing punch-up writing for TV shows, like where they would write the script and I would look at it and put jokes in it and make it funnier. I did that a lot for Living Single, that show Living Single.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was friends with the executive producer, and I would do punch-up with her.
Okay.
Yeah, literally and figuratively. But yeah, I learned about writing and the process of writing a script and everything from knowing some executive producers on Living Single and Martin. And I did some punch up and some other stuff I did punch up on. And I also wrote some animated stuff, and I did some voiceover. I did a lot of voiceover, where I did the voice of the cartoon character.
Right.
Yeah, I did voiceover. Yeah. I did, and I had a national commercial.
What advice would you give to a new comedian coming into the game? Like,
don't. My advice to a new comedian is this: it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. First,
yeah.
Second of all, you learn about yourself. Like, you can watch another comic and mimic their jokes, but once you get to a certain level, everybody's gonna notice that. So you really gotta talk about you. You gotta perfect you. You really gotta learn about you and talk about you and develop your own voice and your own style and have a point of view. Like, have a point of view. I see the world this way, and I would do this to it. And what if this? You gotta like Mike Epps' point of view is the hood. He sees everything from the hood and gangsters in prison and all that. That's kind of his angle.
Yeah.
Where Tim Allen's angle is, I'm the suburban husband and the family fix shit.
Yeah.
That's his angle. Corey Holcomb's angle is, women ain't no good. Usually bitches ain't shit, and let me tell you how fucked up they are. That's Corey's angle. That everything he does is under that umbrella.
Yeah.
Where my umbrella is more like my life, my personal life is crazy. This is how I grew up. I've been through hell. I'm from Detroit. This is how, I'm like, that's kind of, all this shit that make me crazy. That's kind of, that's my point of view. Like, like my whole thing is, it's like, I can't believe this, Yeah. It's like my girl, she kind of overweight, and she be wanting to do sexy stuff. And I go, you ain't really set up to be the stripper chick, just kind of, bend over. So, she be wanting to get on top and do stuff, but she can't hold her weight up. So she be pounding my leg, and my hip is messed up. And she be like, is that good? I'm like, no, bitch, my legs are tingling. I can't feel my feet right now. Too heavy. And so I said, just do the regular stuff. Don't try to you can't do the pole, baby.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, you're going to break the pole.
Oh, Lord.
Well, that's a follow-up to my next question. What would Tommy today say to Tommy first starting off?
What would I say to a comic first starting off?
No, yourself.
If I today would tell myself,
when you first started getting into this game, what would you say to yourself? I know it's a good one.
Woo, there's a lot of stuff I would say. I would say, first of all, don't trust so many people.
Yeah.
Second of all, I shouldn't have dated that one chick when I moved to LA. I'll tell you that. It's hard to be in a relationship and be married or anything and start your career. You really should not look for that until you establish yourself. Because women need a lot of attention. And they're going to want your attention. Especially the more you doing something, that's when they want your attention. When you be like, honey, I'm free. They're like, I don't want to talk to you right now. But let you be busy. Oh, you can't talk to me? That's how y'all are. Y'all go the opposite way. So I would say make sure you get your career locked in before you try to find a wife and have kids. Second of all, I would say make sure that you establish yourself fully as a stand-up before you move to LA. Meaning have at least an hour of material that's funny for sure before you try to make it. And second of all, like I said, be careful with your relationships. Me, I let my life wide open. I helped a lot of people. I loved them. I thought it was going to be a team effort. But no, once they got what they wanted, they said basically forget you, because they were jealous of me the whole time. I thought they were my friends, but they were only pretending to be my friends because my potential was so great.
Yeah.
They felt I fell off. Then it's kind of like, nigga, remember where you came from. If you make it, remember where you came from, nigga. That means if you get some money, share some with us.
Right.
If you make it, remember where you came from. But what they don't say is, nigga, if you fall off, nigga, we ain't gonna remember you, nigga.
Exactly.
Go home like, hey, y'all. They were like, hey, nigga, fuck you. You famous. You know, you did that. We didn't tell you to do that. So it's a one-sided thing. It's very one-sided. Meaning, we want what you got if you get it, but if you don't get it, nigga, that's you. And they just look at you like, what happened to you, nigga? So it's competition in America. You know, that's like the overwhelming thing of America. It's about competition. I mean, that's how it is. And you lose friends because of competition. That's like my biggest downside. That's what I'm sad about the most, is when I was younger and we were starting out, you know, we was all friends. But once we got to LA and the stakes got high and it got real, niggas turn on you.
But see, that's when you see who the real people are.
Well, let me tell you something. Most of them in my world wasn't real. I got like 2 people left. So now when things start building up again and I'm coming back, I'm not going to be having all them people in my life, and I don't need all that. I've experienced a lot of fame. I haven't been wealthy, but I have experienced fame. And I've experienced heartbreak. You know, the worst thing is when you get a groupie and she dump you. When your groupies dump you, that's bad. Because all my groupies was fine. They went to college, went to church, had families. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot they were a groupie. You know? But you know, when you're funny and you're on TV, you look cuter to women than you actually are.
Your money look cuter.
Yeah. She see me naked, scratching my ass too many times, stinking. You know, the fantasy is over. So that's what I would say to a new comic is it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I would say write every day. Write something down. Write a joke every day. At least 3 jokes every day, or try to. Keep writing. And know this: it's not just about how funny you are. It's your personality off stage too, and the choices you make. When I go to a show, I don't start working when I grab the mic. I start working when I get there and the people can see me and they start judging me. I'm working already. And when I get off stage, the show's over and I'm signing autographs, I'm still working till I leave the establishment and the people can't see me no more. Actually, I start working when I get on the plane. When I drive to the airport and get on the plane, I'm working. When I fly there and get there, I'm working. When the promoter picks me up, they're judging me in the car. Then when I get to the club, before the club, they're judging me there. Then they judge you on stage the most. Then when you get off stage, they judging you off stage. If they come and say, hey, can I take a picture? Or something, and you're an asshole, they judge you. So you start working from the time, at least for me, my travel time, I'm working. Social time, when I do the meet and greet with the people before the show, I'm working. After the show, I'm working. And so you have to be aware of how you're being perceived. Because even though people say that they don't judge you, they judging the hell out of you. Especially Christians. Christians say that they don't judge, and they're the worst ones that judge the most, especially black Christians. So be aware of the truth versus what somebody tells you. Always be aware. And decide who you're going to be. Decide if you're going to be the clean Christian Jonathan Slocum guy, or if you're going to be the raw guy, because you can't keep jumping back and forth. And I tried to do that. I tried to jump back and forth. I was black and forth because I would do black clubs and white clubs. But after a while, you can't pigeonhole you, and you got to make a decision on who you're going to be.
Yeah, you can't please everybody.
You cannot please everybody. You can give a person 10 gold bars and do everything and massage their feet, and they still won't like you. But I will tell you, respect lasts longer than like. Respect, a nigga can like you and then not like you the next day. But respect will last longer. Somebody that don't like you, if they need somebody, they need your services, even if they don't like you, they'll call you back because they respect your work ethic. And that's me.
Yep.
I put down serious work ethic. You know, my shows, I rip, you know, and so now people call me back because they remember what I used to do.
Yeah.
You know, even dudes who don't like me, after they try to get the guys they want and they're not available, they'll be, okay, Tommy Chun, what you doing this weekend? And I'm like, wow, I can't believe you called me. Hey, what's up? And it's like, damn it, I didn't want to call you because I don't like you, but I do like your comedy, and you are a strong act, and I know you're going to be funny, and I done put all this money into this show. I called 5 other niggas before I called you, but they wasn't available. That's where respect comes into play.
Right.
Yep. And so respect lasts longer than like.
Yeah.
Now,
what city have you went in that you thought was the hardest to tell jokes?
Koreatown in L.A. It's a bunch of Asians, and then half the crowd didn't even speak English. And my name is Tommy Chun, so imagine how that was. But going down south was hard for me at first because I naturally talk fast. And when I go down south, I have to slow down for y'all. Because people down south talk a little slower, y'all. You got to put it down. And I used to talk fast. And then I did a show in Atlanta one time, and it wasn't a good show because I think I was talking too fast. They requested me because they had seen me on I Got the Hook Up and Master P and all that, but I had been doing shows in California, and I didn't make that adjustment. I was talking too fast.
Now, speaking of I Got the Hook Up, how did you get your part on there?
I Got the Hook Up. Well, I had gotten an audition to audition for the movie, and L.A. is traffic like crazy. I mean, a 15-minute ride could take 2 hours in L.A. That's just how it is if it's traffic. Yeah. So I was late getting there, an hour, and I just showed up to say, I'm sorry I'm late. Cast me for something else in the future. They said, no, come in here. This dude named Black that was working with Master P and Jeff Clanagan. They said, come in here. I said, what's up? They said, you want to part in the movie? I said, yeah. They said, sign this contract right here. I said, well, what's the part? They said, nigga, do you want to part in the movie? I said, yeah, but what am I doing? I'm not going to be kissing no men. I'm not going to be tongue kissing dudes and shit. Y'all not going to have me doing nothing like that. What is the part? They said, we ain't telling you. Do you want to be in the movie or not? Nigga, sign right here. And so I just signed it. Fuck it, I'm out here. I want to be in the movie. I just signed it. And they told Master P and them said, nigga, you a retarded gangster. Pull that off. Be a retarded gangster. So I said, I'm gonna bust a cap in your ass. And the rest is history.
Well, that's all right. That's all right.
Yep. That's good.
So yeah, that's how I got the part in the movie. Arnez J had the part at first, but something happened with him and Master P and them, so they called me.
Okay.
Yeah. So how often do y'all do this show? Once a week? Once a month?
Well, we're trying to do like maybe a few times out the week.
Oh, okay.
Maybe twice a week and stuff like that. Like we chat about like what reality TV shows are you watching? Or television shows and stuff like that.
Well, my latest watch is Housewives of Atlanta, of course.
Okay.
And I like to watch it because they got some big old booties on there sometimes.
Yeah.
It's this one chick, I don't like her, but her booty is tremendous. And so that show, Love and Hip Hop, you know, they got a lot of drama, you know, women fighting with big booties. I love it. And I love big booties. I love bad bitches that motherfucking brown. Okay. Yeah. Just don't tell my vibe. Let's see. Yeah, I like those shows. Let's see. What's another reality show that I would watch? I mean, I watched T.I. show for a second, you know. I don't know. That's probably it. I mean, I used to watch Hardcore Pawn. That Detroit.
Oh yeah.
With all the rap niggas. That's yeah. I'm sorry.
You ever been in there?
Huh?
I know you from I know you from Detroit. Have you ever been in that shop?
Yeah, I pawned something there before the show was even on. Yeah, and that's how they be. You gonna buy this computer, like buy my computer. The dude's like, well, you don't have a power cord. I can't see what kind if it works. You don't need a cord. You get a cord. It's a computer. No, you gonna buy this. That's Detroit niggas. They think one sided. Like whatever I want. And
right.
They can't check the computer. It's like going to see somebody a truck and you ain't got the keys to the truck.
Exactly.
Right. Dog, it run. Trust me. So. So that's one of the ones I would watch. But I think I should have a reality show. That's what I was
gonna say. If they gave comedians a reality show and you was one of the stars, you know, like the LA preachers they have right now, what other comedians would you bring on with you to tape y'all live?
Probably bring some of the Detroit comics on that's still in Detroit. Yeah. You know, okay. I bring some LA comics on. It's some comics I done fell out with. I would bring them on just to have the conflict, like talk about what happened.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
You know, because I had a lot of comedians that I've known that we fell out. Like me and Mike Bonner from Detroit were best friends, but competition in this business messed it up.
Yep.
I ain't gonna go into the specifics, but me and Faison Love were best friends. Competition.
Yep.
I can go on and on, but me and the comic named Louis Ramey, we're still friends. We started out together, and he's been on The View and. He's done a lot of big stuff, you know, more mainstream stuff. He was on Last Comic Standing. He's more of a clean, more mainstream guy. I'm probably more ghetto than him. And then a comedian named Shang, this light-skinned comedian named Shang.
Yeah, I know Shang.
We stayed friends. Kool-Aid in Detroit.
Oh.
Howie Bell, we stayed friends. Tony Roney, you know. So there's others, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I really like Craig Robinson.
Okay.
You know, but Cat blew up and he ain't know me no more. He ain't take me on tour. I saw him recently though, and we hung out at a Academy Award party, but he didn't put me on tour with him. You know, I went on tour with Jamie a little bit in the early days and did the pilot with Jamie Foxx. Yeah, man, I'm like a working class comedian now, you know, and so, but yeah, a lot of people are starting to call me back and they're looking for me now, and that feels really good because I've been gone from LA for been living down here the last 3 years, and before this I lived in Long Beach for a year, so before when I was in LA and I'd walk up, they'd be like, oh, Tommy Chun, what's up? Now they go, Tommy, where you been? Tommy, hey, nigga, we thought you was dead or in jail. Where you at? Yeah, you still doing comedy? What's wrong, man? What's happening? You know, and so then I got to tell them my life story. But it's fun because they excited to see me. And when I get on stage, I be killing because people ain't seen me in a while. And they be still funny, you know, but everybody's telling me, nigga, you funnier. And so, you know, that's a good effect. Because when they don't see you for a while, you're a fresh face again. Yeah. Plus, you know, my comedy was really animated, and I have a lot of energy, you know, and I got wordplay, smart stuff. I can bag with the crowd. I tell stories, you know. I do a lot of stuff, and so people remember how I made them feel back in the day, my level of energy and everything. So when they see me, they had that same look on their face. You tell me, John. All they remember is how I made them feel. You crazy, dude, you crazy. So that has carried over. So now when I go back to LA and I go back to New York and on the road, everybody remembers me. I'm like Rock Kim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's always good.
That's cool, you know. But my lady, she's so insecure. I told her, you can't date an entertainer. She be jealous of my male friend.
Oh.
If a woman come up, I'm in trouble. She gonna shoot everybody. And the women who come up to me be fine as hell. And I'm told her, I said, if you nervous, do some sit-ups. Shit. They work out. So, you know.
Yeah.
But,
well,
huh?
I don't know if you've seen the show South Beach Show. Have you ever seen it?
What's it called?
South Beach Toe.
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, well, you should see. It's a real good show. I think you would like it.
Really? It's like a black thing, or it's just a show?
Yeah, it's like a tow truck company. They go and get these. They tow people cars or whatever.
South Beach Tow. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Repo, that Repo show too.
Yeah, the other Repo, yeah.
And there's one with a big Mexican dude on there. I met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's friends with Gabriel Iglesias.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. So that's down there. That's J-Lo show, right?
Yeah. She produced it, yeah.
Y'all would say South Beach Toe because y'all down there. What? I said Detroit. Y'all was like South Beach, dog. South Beach. Again, y'all heard. Let me tell y'all something. Just from a professional standpoint, when you do your show, you should have like a backdrop behind you guys that says the name of your show.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because right here, it looked like y'all in the prison cell.
Okay.
So I would say just put something behind you back here that says the Tonyandtelshow. Even if you had to draw it yourself.
Yeah.
You could go to Kinko's. They'll make one up for y'all just to let you know.
Yeah.
But you need something right here that says the name of your show. Because then when people start recognizing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, because we knew, so we just starting out. It's something to do.
Yeah, that's cool. Y'all got some cute little foreheads. It's shining. A lot of shea butter on your forehead, I see.
Okay, this is my last question. You said you fly around and stuff. You know, I know you go from city to city and city. Do you still ask for the steak instead of the chicken?
I got that chicken for you, brother. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. You would not realize how much racism is still in this world, man. It got worse when we got a black president. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was gonna get the chicken actually, but he started talking chicken shit, so I got the steak. You know, because everybody eat chicken, every race love chicken, but black people got the chicken, brother. Got that chicken, get the chicken. You know, racism. Chicken is racism. Ain't that the truth? Now that's really foul. That's foul. So, but yeah, I ordered the chicken. It depends. If it's that same dude, I don't order nothing. I be like, I'm a vegetarian. Yeah, that's rough. I was traumatized from that. I couldn't eat no more chicken for years. I couldn't eat eggs.
But don't that make you upset though when you want to order something and somebody say something like that?
Yeah, it's got to be a racial thing on it. It's like what this Asian dude, and I say, "You like rice? You like rice, Charlie? Charlie like good rice, rice." They'll be mad too.
Right.
You know, I'd be like, "Look at you, ging gong, ging gong, ging gong." Yeah, they'll be mad too. You know, I'd be like, "Look at white people. Hey, y'all y'all necks is red as hell, dog." They'll be mad as hell. I said, "I know you got a trailer park with rims on it." You know what I mean? They'll be mad, but they do that to us.
Yeah.
We got.
So we want to thank you. We want to thank you so much for taking the time out and.
Well, you are so welcome. Thank you for following up. Thank you for going through all the technical difficulties. I had to get some tech support on my Skype.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. We know some of y'all, you know, ain't up to par with the new up-to-date.
This new age stuff. Good, though.
Yeah, especially the old people like me. Because we didn't have microwave ovens when I was growing up. We didn't have no voicemail. We didn't have no answering machines. You had to wait for stuff to cook. You had to walk to the post office. We had pay phones on every corner. You know, now y'all get born, y'all don't even have to do none of that. Y'all was born with internet. Wasn't no internet. Wasn't no navigation system. I had a map and faith.
Yep.
Amen.
And pull over and ask somebody, what street 137 on?
Exactly. But now people are so programmed that if you don't do one thing, they snap out. You know, it's like people snapping out because they ain't got no resilience because everything got to have right now. Imagine if they cut all the cell phones off at the same time.
It's your way.
In the world, because people, if you lose your cell phone, you think you lost your foot. I can't have my phone. Like everything is in my phone. If I don't have my phone, I can't do nothing.
Yep.
Program. Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you have your phone backed up Do you have all your numbers written on something else, or do you have it backed up?
Yeah, so I have mine on a memory card.
You got it backed up on iCloud or just a memory card?
Just a memory card.
Yeah. See, I got it.
Well, I got my.
You got yours back?
Yeah, I got most. The important ones I got written down.
Yeah.
Like the OP,
you know, phone cut off.
Yeah, like if it die or some drop or something, you done lost all those contacts
and that's what they're gonna do one day. One day we're gonna be slaves again, and they're gonna control it that way. Think about it. Yep. That's what's happening. Yep. That's called.
They don't remember numbers anymore. You be like, what's your number? Oh, I gotta look at my phone.
And then once
you remember your house number?
Yeah, they cut the phone up you too. So I would say, just have a backup for everything.
Yeah.
Like we back in the 16th century.
Yeah.
So basically that's it. Well, thank you guys, and that's my advice, and that's my perspective, and people keep telling me to lose weight. I work out, I just get hungry again.
Yes, this food too good.
I need to come down there and eat with y'all.
Okay.
Oh, we ain't got Waffle House out here.
Well, just let us know when you coming down. We'll hook you up.
Okay, I'll let you know. I'm gonna be in Florida in February.
Okay.
Okay, y'all have a good one.
You too.
All right, thank you.
Okay, bye.